All right, 78.
79.
79. I just did that twice. We started and I wasn't recording the audio. Thought it was 78 again.
Who's going to be the first to mess up? I would say me, because I'm kind of camera guy.
You're
kind of
audio guy. Probably you. Where we just film a full hour epi and it's just not there.
Because I'm kind of peeping. I'm peeping game over there at that central camera.
Yeah,
you look a little bit off centered.
Yeah, no, but that's okay. That's part of the sport.
That's part of the sport. But
as long as we're getting the footage.
As long as the footage exists.
Yeah. So what are we gonna go? Little MVLV Rook Confesh.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna just like pod every day, all the time. So
I think the episodes are gonna be getting longer.
They're gonna be getting longer.
I'll tell you that.
And we're just gonna be doing a lot of stuff.
I love it in here. I'm cozy as all hell.
I'm cozy as man.
And I didn't want to drop the F there.
I forced a kick up like I'm wearing a Burke, but I don't really need.
Danny, I think you should go kickless personally.
Yeah, because I'm in my crib. Dude, I'm even cozier. That's like, imagine it's at your crib. It's like that much better.
That would be nice.
Like I could just like go upstairs.
Yeah, but I kind of like traveling.
Because you're like going to work a little bit.
It feels good.
But for me, this room is work, so that's fine. I get the same effect.
Yeah, you travel downstairs to work.
Yeah. Do you want to kick with MV and shit? Or?
Yeah, I'll kick it.
I did a food set. All four of mine are food based today.
And was that on purpose? Was that?
It was a couple were already food, and then I was like, this one could work, and then I was like, let's do a food thing.
Yeah. So my MV, it's gonna not go to Nikola Jokic, but it should just be the MVP.
Most valuable player,
because he's the greatest player to ever play basketball.
I mean, give him a couple more rings. Let's talk about it. Greatest center.
I just had to get that off my chest that he deserves the MV this week.
Yeah, I thought maybe we were going to give it to him. We were talking about it in the family group.
Yeah, I think that it was a candid moment. I said in the family group, he's the greatest player to ever play basketball.
Yeah, and then I think
And you requested. And I said maybe LeBron.
What about
James?
LeBron? You said LeBron was mid, and that was kind of you were lost.
I was
LeBron's
just,
your guy. Yeah,
I was just passionate about Jokic in that moment.
Right.
But shout out to Jokic. It's not going to him. I'm going to do MVD.
Most valuable Dana.
No, the most valuable discount. And I think it's something that...
Is it going to go to Domino's 2-for-1 small pizzas?
No.
But that's a good discount.
It's a good discount.
2 pizzas for one.
But Danny, it's not a discount like the one at any grocery store ever that you just put your phone number in and it just knocks like $8 off the price.
Oh, yeah, Ralph's?
But
have you not been doing that?
No, I have.
Oh, you're just saying how that just is a thing.
I enter 303-471-6116.
Our old home number.
That is our old landline.
That we used for like a Swing Troopers. That wasn't even. That was a Swing Troopers.
That was a Swing Troopers. It's been that line hasn't been active for.
And it just knocks off $8, dude. I did that today, and we put it in late, and I watched it get knocked off.
I do it every time, and I've probably saved thousands of dollars, and I don't even know
legit thousands of dollars.
But I'm pretty sure it's just any phone number.
Yeah. Because you should try something.
I'll try my own.
111-111-111. You think it has to be a legit number?
I don't know. I'm just saying like. It's not talked about enough that you automatically get a discount at every grocery store.
It is awesome.
I think in America, maybe over everywhere ever.
For no reason.
You know what? Breadsticks. Start using 303-471-6116.
I got Sarah on it. I have a couple of my friends back at Duquesne. I gave it.
But I don't even think you have to give it. I think you just have it automatically.
Yeah. Oh, like if you have a phone? Like you don't have to sign up.
I'm gonna start investigating and using my own phone number, but it's an awesome thing that they got going on.
That is a great pick. And Nobody talks about that discount. And you don't have to do anything. There's no initiation fee.
There's no initiation. You don't
even have to sign up. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't even. I think it's just like if you know to put the phone number in, you just
do it. Yeah, and if you're not doing it, you got the number. We'll put it on the screen. 303-471-6116. That is our discontinued home phone number.
Yeah.
And it works. Yeah. Ralph's isn't. Are they like the same thing as? Like I know Ralph's is like connected to Kroger.
I'm gonna call that number right now. I think that there's a chance
somebody else picked it up.
That
you want to call it? You want me to call it?
I'll call it. I think there's a chance that we have like a voicemail and it's like us. Oh damn it!
So it got discontinued. I'm surprised it didn't reassign. Sometimes I reassign those numbers.
No, nobody could use that number. That's too iconic.
Yeah, it got retired. I think it went to the hall. I'm gonna go most valuable MVCF.
Most valuable Central Florida?
No.
Okay.
Central Florida is cool. Most valuable cheese food is just gonna go to Queso.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Sarah she just got queso and was eating chips and queso, and I had some. I was like, holy shit.
It's a holy shit food.
Holy shit, it's good. Because I play it in my burrito sometimes, or my burrito bowl, but it mixes in. It does very well. And Chipotle, it's not even its best piece. But I dipped it in I was like, oh my God, this is good. This is unbelievably good.
Yeah. Couple notes on queso.
Yeah.
They don't do they like to be the star in a system.
They're not supposed to be a part of a bowl. They're supposed to play straight to chip.
Exactly.
Go straight to a chip. Dip them in a tortilla. Dip a tortilla in them.
It reminds me a lot of when James Harden was the sixth man on the Thunder, went to the Rockets, and he won an MVP.
And we saw what happened.
Because Harden needs to have the ball, right? Queso needs the rock.
He's not an ingredient. He does not.
No.
Some guys can do ingredient work. Salsa can play just with a chip. He can do very good ingredient work. Queso can't do that.
And because they're kind of just spicying up your plate a little bit.
But they're just too gifted for their own good. That's what it is. Like, I don't think it's an ego thing.
Yeah.
Because I dipped it. I was like, oh my God, what is this thing?
It's an oh my God moment.
What is this freaking... And I'd say it gives more oh my God than chip to guac. In a way. I'm not saying it's better, but more oh my God than chip to guac.
Guac's smooth.
Guac is... He's
a pretty basketball player.
Yes. Yeah.
He's Paul George.
Pleasing to the eye. He is Paul George. What is Queso? James Harden.
Jim Harden.
What is LeBron? Salsa.
No, LeBron's chicken.
Yeah, LeBron's just a good dish.
Just the greatest.
What's pizza?
Pizza is
KD.
Like... Yeah. Just so many tools on.
I saw a girl today. It was a TikTok. You might have seen it because we have the same FOP. She was like assigning. She was like, for girls that don't watch basketball, here's like the comparisons of female pop stars to NBA guys.
Well, they give Yoke. Probably wasn't even on there.
I don't think he was on there, but they gave LeBron Beyonce. And then KD was Ariana Grande, which I don't hate that.
I don't hate that. What was Steph?
I don't remember. They gave like Ben Simmons was like Rihanna, and I was like, you don't know ball.
You're confusing the ladies.
Yeah,
you know.
I think about Kyrie was Nicki Minaj.
Let's give basketball players rappers because I don't really speak pop star.
Okay, so let's go.
LeBron James is honestly Drake.
He is Drake.
Yeah, he is Drake. Because we're not going to really do like the Jay-Z thing. If anything, Jay-Z's MJ, Kanye's Kobe.
That's but let's do modern. So Playboy Cardi is Kyrie Irving. Are we doing? He kind of is.
Kind of. He's just like he.
That's kind of because he's like an interesting guy too.
He's just kind of nobody really knows.
Who's J. Cole? Like Kevin Durant?
Yeah, J. Cole is kind of like he's kind of like KD.
Yeah.
He's just like a real one. I'd give
Wemby is Leroy.
Wemby's on the up. Damn, it's actually
Who's
hard.
Uzi? He's got to be a really good
Uzi's kind of like
KD could almost be Steph almost. But Steph is like
Steph's too good.
Steph's kind of like
Steph's like
I don't know. It's hard.
It's very hard. I'm gonna give Uzi almost like a younger Jim Harden.
Yeah, younger Jim. He's just like, if you know ball, you're like, this guy's
you're
good.
like, this guy's
it's tough. That's tough to do.
That is tough to do. I'm trying to. There's the comparisons are there.
I'm trying to think of. I'm just like looking up. Okay, so who's gonna be like? Who's Lil Wayne? See, but that goes to like the old.
Yeah, it goes
like,
to
that's
the old
gonna be
times.
Like Bird.
Yeah, that's like an older guy.
Who's
Lil Wayne is like Dwayne Wade.
D Wade, yeah, he is D Wade. Who's Future?
Give me a player. Oh, Future is
Future's got to be a top 10 guy, like almost like a Duncan.
See, that's tough because it's like Future. Yeah, he's like not in his prime.
Future for a guy playing would be like
Dame Lillard.
Yeah, maybe Dame.
He's still nice.
Nas is Chris Paul. Yeah, that's tough to do.
That's very tough to do. All right, go to your LV.
All right, least LVBR.
Least valuable brownie recipe.
Least valuable bagel representation.
Okay.
And I was just thinking this. Sometimes I just think of something and I just write it down for the pod. Salt bagels just aren't represented. It's my favorite bagel. It's never at the grocery store. It's if you go to like a bagel place, they're not going to have it most of the time. And it's like
slow down.
But a lot of people love the salt bagel.
How about you take a deep breath?
How about I take a fucking deep breath?
No,
how about
hey,
any grocery store has it? How about I take a deep breath? How about I take a deep breath?
How about you take a deep breath?
How about that? But they're triggering
slow
me, dude.
Down,
There's
man.
not a
slow down, man.
Is this like a prank? Like hide all the salt bagels from me? How about I take a deep breath?
Danny, how about you just?
How about I take a deep breath?
I want you to take 3 deep breaths right now while I explain to you that it's more of a New York thing. All right, they do that on the East Coast. Okay, and that doesn't mean mean that it's not represented out here.
It isn't represented out here. I've gone on Uber Eats before and I've looked up salt bagel.
I think if we find like a New York bagel shop, they'll have.
But why does that have to be New York?
Because maybe they just do it. They just do it different in New York.
Like, what if you really liked brownies and you had them one time in New York, and then you were like, I can't find brownies anywhere here.
Yeah, but the good thing about that is when I had a brownie, I'd be like, this is incredible. It would be like it would be a moment.
Oh, I'm in New York now.
I think if you had salt bagels every day, you wouldn't even appreciate the salt on the bagel.
I don't know about that. I just miss them, man, and they're not anywhere.
I'll be honest with you too. I don't want you to freak out like you just kind of did about the whole representation thing. We used to get salt bagels. I don't know when or where or why.
In Colorado, there used to be like a weird loophole where some of them would have salt.
But I would take the salt off.
Okay.
I would scrape the salt.
Okay, but what was that? What did that? So we're having a conversation about salt bagels. You're explaining where they're more of an East Coast thing, and then you just tell me that you wipe the salt off. What did that add to this conversation? I said this, you say that, right? We're having dialogue, right?
Yeah,
we're having dialogue.
Dialogue.
What did that do for me, who's frustrated about salt bagels?
It probably triggered you a little bit.
It triggered me a lot. It triggered me a lot.
But what are you going to do about being triggered? You're going to take a couple deep breaths, maybe even a lap. If you need to.
Yeah.
If you need to take a lap,
this is something I've been working on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's specifically salt bagels and then like spicy foods.
Yeah, spicy stuff. Yeah, the jalapenos, all that. I just didn't want to be like a fraud that like we both want salt bagels. I don't want salt bagels.
You don't like, yeah. But
I actually specifically do not want salt bagels.
But I think if you ask 10 people, would you tap in with a salt bagel? At least a couple will say like, yeah, if they had them, I get them sometimes.
I think at least a couple would say I've never had that before.
That's fine, but I think
that's where your LV comes
even
into
if
play.
2 out of 20 would say, yeah, because it's not here. But even if 2 out of 20 would be like, I wish they had salt bagels in stores, then
yeah, there's a market. Should we release salt bagels?
Oh my God, that'd be sick. If we ever did like a bread thing, we should do salt bagels.
There's so many breads that just if you do them right, it's the best thing you've ever had. If you have great pumpkin bread, great banana bread, cornbread. Oh,
what should we do? Because we should do a food
cheesy bread.
Point. Should it like
it has to be bread?
And it's just because we're the bread basket.
Unfortunately, that's what it's just the food that it has to be. It
has to be bread, but it's just like what if we were more passionate about doing a chip?
No, you can't.
We have to just do the bread basket.
You have to. I mean,
yeah, but I actually like carbs a lot. So
if we can figure out the moistness of these, of like a loaf of of banana bread,
and it's just
a really moist banana bread, you don't even need to know who we are to love that.
No.
But that, I mean, listen, I understand your concern on the LV there.
There's no representation.
My LV, I'm really mad at myself for this. LVAO.
Least valuable authorization office.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's incredible that you got that. No, I'm just kidding. Least valuable AirPod owner.
Oh, you lost your pods, yeah.
Did I tell you that?
Yeah, I don't remember
when you told you that.
No, but we didn't talk about it. You just said like I lost my AirPods. I don't know when you said that. Maybe when we were out.
It must have been the other night because it was.
We probably don't remember everything we said. It was one of them. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, I just went to the gym. So when I lift with like Will, it's not an over the head type of headphone vibe because we're just chit chatting the whole time.
Right, it's like one pod in, turn down.
Yeah, it's like basically my pods just kind of play on the top of my ears. They just kind of are there. They don't really even get probably not even a full song.
But they like to hang out for the workout.
Exactly,
right? And they said that to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, every AirPod wants that,
and they want to lift. They want to
lift. Yeah, they want to get a pump.
Yeah.
I went back to my locker, and I'm a 0000 guy.
Sure.
I open it up.
They got Stoltz?
Well, I open it up, and there's just my locker's full of stuff. So another patron just used my locker.
So you didn't dig.
So I just didn't dig, and I just left.
Okay, I think you maybe.
Well, yeah, but also I was like, they were.
Are you upset with that patron? If that patron's watching right now, what would you say to him?
I would say, how about you be cognizant of my AirPod case in the locker.
Let's be
a lot of patrons use that locker just for the AirPod case, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I was using it for the AirPod case services, okay?
Yeah,
I didn't want it in my pocket.
Yeah.
They would fall out.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to use it for a locker.
Yeah.
And this patron comes off, he just puts his... First of all, how much shit do you have, sir?
Yeah.
How much shit do you have in this locker?
What did that patron have? A backpack?
A bag, a jacket, a pair of kicks, just so much stuff. Mm-hmm. So irresponsible.
That's frustrating. I could see how that's frustrating. Yeah.
I asked
the
front
patron
desk,
just popped a squat on your pods. Couldn't you just have picked up the patron's
bag?
No.
But there wasn't, because he was like, there's hangers, and he had like a bag in there and like a jacket, and then
so it was more than just moving the patron's stuff to the side.
No. It was like they weren't in there.
Got it.
So then I just was like, did a patron?
Oh, I thought, did any patrons leave anything at the desk?
They said no.
Yeah.
And so then what am I going to do?
Did you say keep a lookout if any patron drops off?
I was just like, okay.
And then you left, yeah.
Yeah, and
how much are pods going to run you? $100?
Well, I had 2 pairs, and that's kind of why I left.
That's just a tough way for those guys to go out. That's like when an AirPod is born and gets brought into a system. That's like,
and I've been going through a lot because
and you have to do it every. It's like when you get on an airplane, you have to do the like if we sink, here's what you do.
Yeah,
and you have to go through that, but they never listen.
But
if you get lost, here's what you do. This. Put your oxygen mask on first. Like they don't listen to that shit.
No, they don't. And you know that,
so they're probably dead.
Do you know the frickin'
They're going to die and never be charged yet.
You know the tension. I still use them.
What do you mean?
They're just raw.
Oh, wait. Oh, you lost your case.
I lost my
because
case.
they're on your ear. What am I even saying? Oh, so do you charge them in a different body?
No. I could, I guess. But I just have them raw, and I just put them on, and then one day they're just going to be out of charge. And then I'm going to say, guys.
But you have 2 cases, right?
I have 1 case.
Oh, my God.
Because I have one pair of AirPods.
So 1 case for 2 pairs.
Yeah. So I guess I could keep them alive forever if I really wanted to.
But you don't want to put them in the other cases.
It's weird. It's a weird situation. But it's like, hey, what happened? You know?
Yeah.
Guy at John Reed, whoever.
How did that? Yeah. What happened?
Come on. Is really what I. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But I also wasn't that mad because I.
Are you going to switch the combo to 0001 or something?
Maybe. Yeah.
Wait, so you just don't put a combo in?
I combo it up. But
you put it on zeros and leave it at zeros.
Put it on zeros, leave it at zeros, so I know that that's my locker, because otherwise I might forget.
Yeah, I never even put one in.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's the same as doing zeros and locking it.
Same thing. Yeah.
But I just wanted to get that. It's really it's on me, really. You know, because I could have fought harder for those.
It is what it is, though.
Had to just.
I think a lot of that is on the patron, though. I think a lot of that is on the fucking patron.
But also,
you made that situation harder than it had to be.
But I make this patron out to be a villain. Mm-hmm. The patron was just a guy in the gym getting a lift. He was one of the people getting the lift. And if I was like, hey, did you get my AirPod case? He would have been like, yep, here it is.
It might have been in his pocket. He was looking for the patron that lost him.
Maybe it'll come back at some point. My rookie is going to be, I've got 2.
Okay.
First is The Hangover.
Yeah, it sounds like you had the hangover that I had from Halloween. I had a Halloween hangover.
Retired.
I was out for a day. Like yesterday, it was classic for me. It was like till like 11 a.m. I felt weird, then I was healed. That's like a standard one, you know? Yeah. But it sounds like you had the one, were you on the IR for the whole day yesterday?
Yeah.
I actually didn't even contact you yesterday.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have answered.
Were you like in bed?
I was like puking. It was the worst.
Oh, sucks, dude.
It was the worst day of my life.
Yeah, did you throw down that many bevies? I know you went we had 2 extra shots. We sent you back to take that shot, and I
you know what it is sometimes when you get like, I think that like kind of pushed me over the edge, and then it was like, I'm just doing shots now,
and we're just gonna keep
and I'm like, at this point I don't even care what's going on. I'm just kind of I'm doing what's asked.
You're not even fully there.
Yeah, you're not fully there. Somebody like, if somebody's like, let's go get a drink, you're like, all right, yeah, let's go get a drink, and then you're like, oh, while we're here, you want to do a shot? So yeah. But man, it was bad.
So you're retiring forever?
Yep. I'll never drink again.
You're never drinking again. How long do you think that'll go for? Because you're never drinking again.
For the rest of my life.
2 weeks? Rest of your life? At this point?
Or however long I live.
Your plan right now is the rest of your life.
And I want you to hold me to that.
Okay.
I want you to hold me to that.
So you're never drinking for the rest of your life?
I'm never, ever, ever drinking.
So if it's in 2 weeks that it's broken, that means you're dead?
Yeah. By this, my calculations, yes.
Okay.
That's
what just not worth it?
No, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
it is not worth it.
That sucks. You're puking and shit. That was me from Halloween.
It's the worst.
It is. It's the worst thing ever. You just have to.
There's really nothing else. There's really nothing. It's one of those things too.
Get to the next day.
Where like I knew I was probably in a heap of trouble that night.
Yeah, like when you were going back. Did you get spun up and shit? Or?
No. I got to bed just fine, but I was just like, I don't even know.
You're like,
this isn't good. This isn't good.
Yeah. When did you wake up?
I just opened my eyes and I said, "Oh boy." I woke up at like 6 or really early.
Did you have a headache?
Headache. Just went to the toilet. I was like, "Oh no."
Oh no.
Oh no.
Sometimes you could puke your way out of it.
Not this one. I puked. Slept in the bathroom. Puked and puked at like 10.
It's the worst.
And I was just like, this is what we're doing today.
That sucks, dude. So you couldn't have made footy? That's good. Footy got canceled.
I was ecstatic about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna play though. Like I'm not.
You were gonna play?
Well, what are you gonna do? I can't be like.
Yeah, you kind of just gotta play.
I said I'm in. Mm-hmm. You know.
We got playoffs, so that's good. I thought it wasn't playoffs, but it is playoffs.
My other rookie's BigXthaplug. It's really good.
Oh yeah, I got like 3 on Basket FM. By the way, Basket FM is our Spotify playlist link right here. Yeah. I've listened to those. I haven't listened other than that.
He's so good, and I like just getting a new artist in rotation.
So is he like in your top 5 right now?
I guess right now, maybe, yeah.
Just your hot. It's like your hot 5, not your top 5 all time.
Yeah.
He's in your hot 5.
Like if he drops a song, I'm gonna listen. I'm probably gonna like it.
Dude, that's hard to earn, man.
It is.
That's hard to earn.
It's his songs are very easy to enjoy.
Like how many guys do you have like in the
not many?
Probably like 10.
Yeah.
My rookie is the Blazing Bourbon Chicken at Panda. It's kind of like an orange chicken ish. They partner with Hot Ones.
Wow. Oh, so it's too hot.
It's hot. Yeah. But
it's too hot for you. You think
it ain't? No, nothing's fucking too hot for the Spice King.
What do you say to the people that say that you lost in stat of the day and you don't want to do the chip? Too hot for you. And you know what I would say to them?
If you want to
guys,
see
but what I would say is, guys,
if you want to see me
hot.
what'd you say?
It's too hot. He doesn't want to do it.
Nothing's too hot for me. If you guys want to see me do the hot chip next pod, I will do the full chip for the epi. I'll eat the full chip.
Okay, but you don't have to because
it's not too hot.
And if you just
but it's not even hot. It's cold. That chip is cold.
I'll tell you this right now. If you just admit that it's too hot, you don't have to do it.
I'm not admitting that because it's cold. That chip is cold.
So it's cold to you.
Yes, I will eat the full hot lunch chip if you guys want it. If they don't want it, I'm not going to do it.
Well, they want it, but I don't even want you to go through that because it's too hot for you.
Full hot chip. It's not hot.
Just say the words, that chip is too hot for me, and you don't have to do it.
That chip is too hot for you. How's that? How are those words? Say those words.
It's way too hot for me. It's way too hot for me.
Yeah, but not for me. Not for Spice God. But the Blazing Bourbon Chicken. It's spicy. It's good. I think they might have done it for me, is what I kind of think. Because who was really ordering it? Not a lot of people.
I mean, sometimes when you just get something new on the menu, it's like, let me give that a go.
Yeah.
Do you ever have the chicken sandy here?
For a while? No, they didn't have it at the locations here.
It was odd.
You thought it was kind of, it was neat, or it wasn't even?
It was not neat.
Okay, it was, what was it, bad? Is that the word?
It was like orange chicken in a sandwich.
What's the word for not good?
Bad.
And so it was bad?
I guess so.
What was their bun like?
It was just a normal bun. I think.
Like a Chick-fil-A bun kind of thing?
It was just like, this doesn't really feel like I'm getting hints of orange chicken here, but I'm also eating it in sandwich form,
so
and I wish I wasn't.
They don't belong together. No. So it was like a mac and cheese burger.
Right. Mac and cheese burger, I don't know that I've ever had that, but it sounds really good. Do it at cheesecake,
and I think you'll feel the same way.
It doesn't belong.
You'll be like, these are two good things, but why are they playing together?
Yeah. Right.
It feels forced.
You ever done the like Chick-fil-A mac and cheese with like chicken nuggets?
Chick-fil-A mac and cheese.
You mix it all up.
That sounds like that.
And
could
fries
be neat.
And sauce.
That sounds appealing. Wait, fries go in there too?
So you get like a whole bowl going, and you put the fries and the mac and cheese and the chicken nuggets.
It sounds cool.
And you mix it all up with like a bunch of Chick-fil-A sauces, and you're just like, this is the best thing ever.
And it mixes well.
Yeah, I've never tried it, but
that does
I've
sound
seen
good.
People do it.
That sounds good.
I want to at some point.
Yeah, but then you'll go and you'll be like, I want a chicken sandwich.
That's how it goes.
And then you'll get it.
That's how it goes.
My confession, and this is where like I just made it a food one. It's like, my confession is I don't think I like steak as much as I should.
I'm right there with you, man.
And I think a lot of people feel that way.
I don't know. I think a lot of people don't feel that way. And I'm glad you're confessing.
I think it's just like kind of mid sometimes. Kind of mid.
They might come at you for that.
And that's okay, because I think most people will come at me for that, but I think some people will be like, I get what you're saying. I'm not saying it's bad, dude. If we go to a great steakhouse and get a nice steak, it's good. But it's like, so are fucking wings, and so is this pasta thing. A really good pasta might be better.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
Is there really, if we're being 100% honest here, is there really a time where you're at a steakhouse and you don't want to just order the burger?
Not for me.
I would rather have the burger and fries,
because we get some carb in there. We get a full thing. Dude, the steak is just one. It's just the burger without the.
It's just like, it's good.
It's good. Like steak isn't bad.
All right, but I understand. That's a good confession. I get what you're saying there. Yeah. My confession is email is confusing to me, and I don't understand the reply system, and I don't get it, and I don't like it.
Reply all or what?
Just what's going on?
Email is it's not for our generation. It's for like 40-year-olds.
But like, yeah, reply all.
Reply all you don't get?
Like, why when I'm looking at an email that I just received, am I also seeing like my email from the last one and the other email and it's like,
you don't even know which email you just got.
And when I say I'm in to play soccer, am I annoying people because I'm like clicking the wrong thing? Am I supposed to do reply all?
It's very confusing.
What? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't really get email that well either. And we also are really bad at responding on email.
Because I don't, dude, it's not, and I'm bad at responding. I just like, I don't know.
I don't know what message I got last.
Yeah, I don't know what message I got last.
You know what
message I got last.
Like, let's go into a business email right now on BB, and let's just get confused. Ready? So I click this, 7-Eleven, and there's like all these.
Why?
It's like, dude, which one is ours?
Which one's the last one? Do I have to go to the bottom of the email? It's at the top of the email.
It is very confusing.
Do it like text, where it's just, they said this, you said this. They said this, you said, like.
They make it way harder than it has to be.
I just don't know what scenario you would be in.
This. And you get on, it's like this. And it's like, you start here.
Yeah.
But then it goes to here.
What setting would I be in where I want to see every message over and over and over again when I click on one message?
Yeah, it's very confusing.
I don't like it.
I don't like email as a form of communication.
It makes me mad.
I'm not a big fan of it, man.
And confused, and makes me insecure.
That's a very fair confession.
Yeah.
Very fair.
We'll just punch. Here's the deal. Here's the dealio.
Yeah.
We should do like news as close to the day that we release.
That's true.
Because today's Monday.
So we'll probably do news on like Wednesday if this is coming out Thursday.
And tomorrow we'll do like questions.
And then
so we can do as many questions as we want.
Yeah, so we'll do a shit ton of questions. We'll punch to that probably right now.
And then
or maybe news. We'll punch to something. But yeah.
But for now, we'll go like one of these. What was it? Second half of Epi 79?
Second half of 79, we are back.
And elephant in the room.
We got floral. We got floral on you guys. I'm sold on this. This was we kind of made something work. Let us know, yay or nay. I think it's a hell yay.
I think it's a hell
freaking yay.
I think it's a hell yay.
We won't budge on this. We love this thing.
And quite frankly, I'm not budging on the right side of the
so Zach won't budge there. I'm okay with the yay or nay on this, but don't you dare come at this plant and don't you come at that.
Yeah. Because there's talks of like, when are these two sides going to become rivals? You know what I'm saying?
These two? Yeah.
These two, but also like the
my side and
decorations,
your side.
like there might, I might start doing some crazy stuff over here.
I'll probably bring this small guitar. Don't be shy. Yeah.
So this guy. So you have a guitar in the corner right there.
And he's been, this guy right here. I just wanted to. He's just really nervous about making the debut, so I just wanted to get him on camera there for a second. He's probably going to sit right here.
I wouldn't mind it. You putting a little guitar stand up there, and you just get it going.
Can you call him a guitar? His name, because he's a small guitar, and that pisses him off. Stop calling him a keytar. A keytar is a keyboard that you play guitar on. Stop calling him that, okay?
But he's just a cute little keytar.
No, you know what you're doing. Can you?
I don't know what I'm doing. Don't accuse me of knowing.
Call him a small guitar.
He's a tiny little cute little keytar,
okay.
and that's what I call cute guitars.
It's okay, man. It's okay, buddy.
You're cute.
It's okay, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? You're more of a, dare I say, ukulele.
That's just really,
he's closer to a ukulele. I'll say this. Would you say that's closer to a ukulele or a bass?
It's close. Well, you're talking about two 4-string guys now. I would say.
I'm just saying a bass is more of a manlier sound.
Any guitar.
That guy probably has a very high pitch.
Any 6-string acoustic, I would say, is closer to actually a bass. He's closer to a bass than a uke.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
He's closer to a bass than a uke.
Keep telling yourself that. Do you think that this looks like a mustache?
It looks a little bit like our shelf has a stash, yeah. But I also want to keep the thing. This is the Hall of Fame items shelf.
And by the way, we added the BB up top.
We added the BB up top. Yep. We actually saw a comment about that. So good comment.
Well, I agree with that.
To
be honest with you, that just I know that this is the items Hall of Fame, but we need the BB up there.
The BB belongs up there. We got what news questions. I think we try a macaroon. I just think
I've never had those, a macaroon.
And they creep me out.
Oh, you're spooked as well.
They're creep me out. Even sitting here, they're being like weird. Do you see them?
I don't want to look at him.
This guy on the left is staring.
I don't want to look at him.
I was staring at you.
Never locked eyes with him.
And the other guy's staring at like your feet. They're just like really weird. Yeah, they're really weird.
Classic.
You want to do that first?
We'll go some news first. I really want to do. I really want a producer to like make a call sheet with news.
Yeah.
But that I don't know that we're gonna get that done. Really.
We will at some point.
I just have Did you see the Bronny? What he's doing with the G Leaguers?
Is he like playing what?
He doesn't play on the road.
He only plays at home?
Because he I think it's because he's like too maybe I'm just making this up. I think it's like because he's like too famous to like fly on like a public flight.
Which it could be. I mean, that'd be a scene.
It is fair enough if
they don't fly privy.
Well, of course they don't fly privy because it's like
because they're just G League.
Well, it's just like you don't got a budget to fly.
Yeah,
like
that's
a private jet every game.
So what do the pro teams go private though?
Yeah, because the pro teams make like so much money. You know,
so they just go public flight. That is crazy. That's weird.
I don't know if that's why he's not playing with them, but that just I can't see that going well with the teammates.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like imagine if one of your teammates was just like I play at home.
Oh yeah. And also, how much of a team are they though? Like guys, like is it like?
I think they're more.
I've always wondered that. Like if you win a minor league baseball title, it's like very interesting because it's like you're trying to get the call up, and half your team like gets a call up and goes down in Double A, and it's like.
I think when you're on a team, you just enjoy the camaraderie
being on a team,
being with the boys.
I think especially hoops too. I think like baseball, there's more.
Because even if you think about like playing soccer in high school. You're like even if you think DA, it's like you're all just trying to get a college offer.
That's true.
But you're still like,
or even like
you still want to win.
Yeah, even like varsity JV shit.
And then even when you're in college, like you want to play college, but you also want to go pro.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, like you always just I feel like you never don't want to win.
That's true. What else? You got any other news?
I got we covered Portnoy's first drop. His second drop was even better.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
You
see the BTS?
And I was crying at the BTS.
So funny, dude.
He's just so like, oh,
so
God.
funny, dude.
He snapped.
He's so like, there's zero musicality, and it's so funny, dude.
He's
like
also
you've been in the booth, like you have feel, and he has zero.
I've laid it down before.
So funny, yeah.
And then I got the Cavs are maybe going to go.
Are they still undefeated?
They're undefeated. I think at this point, you have to say they're contenders.
Yeah, but they're so just like gonna lose to the Celtics. You know, like,
I don't know though because they haven't lost yet. We haven't seen this basketball team lose a game.
I know, but it's like it's their first year of being this insane, and then they're just gonna be kind of. I just think they lose to the C's. I feel like it's like when the Warriors went 73-9 and just like lost in the final.
No, I think that also the Celtics are going to be like the Celtics haven't been tested yet. I'll put it that way. Dude, it's very similar to the Nuggets. When we won in the year before last, nobody tested us, and then the first time a team was good, we just lost.
Yeah, that's true.
The Celtics might have the same problem.
That's the only team.
Like they play the Cavs, the Cavs are like going to be like that game. That series doesn't go 5.
The East is ass, dude.
Pretty sure like it was maybe 2 weeks ago or a week ago. It was like there's only two teams with winning records in the East.
It's Cleveland's 13-0, Boston's 10-3, Orlando 7-6, and then everybody else.
So there's
5-6, 5-6.
Probably because the Cavs just beat all the teams.
The Knicks will like start to play better, maybe. Yeah, that probably is why.
I think that's a lot of the issue.
They take up all the real estate of wins.
Well, they take the wins, yeah. Like you're not just getting a free win against Cleveland.
Yeah, and then the West is just stacked.
The West, I mean,
West is really good. Golden State 9-2 is crazy.
Yeah, Clay returned to the Bay.
Yeah, that was some other. Yeah. The I like the hats. That was cool.
It's a beautiful moment.
The little shimmy.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Warriors have the best player or the best point guard of all time,
Stephen Curry. Yeah, dude, they do the thing.
So that's why they're good.
That is definitely why they're good. They go in and out of being really good. I feel like, and they're in one of their really good years.
It's got to be.
They really are just a dynasty, man.
It's that, but you don't see that in hoops.
No, you don't. You don't see like how they were really good and get bad and still be good, kind of.
That's like a football thing. It's like you like revamp the roster and they're just doing that. They have a chance. They're contenders again.
They're definitely contenders. I think the Nuggets will beat them though if we play.
This guy's going on, man. He's just. I'm resting him on this pillow, and it's going well. But I definitely it could be better. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. What else? Any other news? I don't really have any other news.
Kai broke the record. Kai's gonna get.
Kai's just breaking every record.
He might get to a milli.
He might. I don't see why not.
Dude, So
he might, dude. November 13th. What's he at now? Probably 400.
I don't know, but
I don't really even fully understand what that means. So what? It's subs. So when he hits like 380 and he breaks the record, what does 380 mean?
380 subs.
380,000 subs is what he has now. So it's just like followers.
No. It's like followers. He probably has like 10 million.
He gained. So what was he at last? What did he get to last year?
320. So he already broke last year he got to like 303 or something.
Oh, so this is okay. So it's not it's a new count when he starts the new. So he gained 303.
Well, it's like if you subscribe, you're subscribed for a month.
Oh, you just subscribe for 1 month.
So like at the end of the month, like next month, he'll go down to like 100.
Got it. So he went up to 303 and then probably dipped again, and then now he went back up to 380.
Which is just
so you go down a lot and then up and then down.
Yeah, unless they like renew it.
Month. Got it. Which is it's like a lot less people are going to do that.
Yeah, but like he, I don't know. It's just,
dude, he might hit a friggin' million.
He's going to make a weird amount of money.
He's not even halfway through the month. Yeah, he will make a weird amount of money.
Just a stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I don't got anything else.
All right, let's try some weird ass macaroons.
I just have no idea what's going on with these things, man.
I'm not.
I don't think I'm gonna like them.
So where'd you find these
just guys? when we were getting plants, it was at Home Goods,
and that's where they would be.
They had a nice freaking.
That is where a macaroon would be.
Yeah,
sold.
They just had a bunch of like random snacks and shit. It looks like we got the chocolate and the. I think I'm gonna go with the white there. What do you want? There's that, or there's like what? It looks like vanilla or chocolate.
It's a vanilla. I mean, I'm gonna be a vanilla guy.
I'm gonna go vanilla as well. It's like it's hard.
No. Oh god.
Oh god. Oh god.
I mean, let's just give it a go.
No.
Get this out of my face, man. Hold on. Hang on. No. I want to. Keep him in the container.
I need another bite too. He had a second kick there. I don't like his crust.
I'll tell you this: that macaroon was good. Out of 10, I'm going to give it a good. But it's not.
I don't hate this anymore.
No, I don't hate it at all. I think it's a good. That's a good little. That's a fun little thing right there.
Yeah.
But you got to know. You got to be prepared for what you're going into with that macaroon, man. If you're not prepared, you're going to be like, what is this stale? What is this stale cookie I'm putting in my mouth?
It was weird in the beginning.
Are you moist?
Are you crunchy?
Do you have graham cracker in? Are you a Pop-Tart?
Honestly, is he stale? Like
Maybe.
We're not trying to be assholes. Like that's an insulting thing to say to a food. Is that stale or is that what it's supposed to be?
I think that might have been unhealthy. That might have been an unhealthy macaroon.
Yeah, but I think his filling was nice.
It was like an Oreo filling type.
Oreo filling, but if I never touch another macaroon, that's okay.
And I probably won't. I mean, we'll probably go my separate ways over macaroon.
I'll be throwing them away too.
Yeah.
And
that's fair.
So that's the macaroon review. What else we got? Should we just go into cues here?
Yeah, let's go into some cues.
With Robinhood Gold, you don't need a silver spoon to eat up the financial favors of the 1%.
Robinhood Gold allows others to get the rates and perks usually reserved for the high society.
Now, the resourceful individual with Robinhood Gold can earn the very liberal rate of 4.5% APY on uninvested cash, receive unlimited 1% deposit bonuses, and be rewarded with a handsome 3% retirement boost on an IRA account.
Robinhood Gold provides the privileges of a high net worth for any net worth. These generous benefits are now available for only $5 a month.
The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. Sign up at robinhood.com/gold.
Terms apply. For product-specific disclosures, visit robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rate may change. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold, LLC. Let's get back to the show.
All right, we got Brett Van Vliet. He's back.
What's up, Brad?
Good to see you, BVV. He said, what's bacon? With the breadstick. What's bacon?
What's bacon?
He said, how long would it take you? And let's say you can't get a notification about it on social media to make this interesting.
Okay.
How long would it take you to realize that Bones Highland retired? So is he still on the Clips, just not playing?
He might. Here's the thing.
Might have
Brad.
retired.
Here's the thing, Brad. I don't know that he's in the NBA.
He might not be.
Let's get a fact check on that.
He might be in Europe, or he might have retired.
He might be in China. He might be averaging like 18 on the Hornets
he's really he's like really good.
He might be on the Hawks averaging 24.
All right, so he's still doing his thing on the Clippers.
Okay.
So how long? So let's say you can't like go on Twitter and it's just like B Highland. But even I don't even know if we'd catch that notification.
No, it would take me 25 years
to know that Bones Highland retired.
Because it would just be until I'm like, where's Bones?
Maybe Will would catch you with.
Because I also Bones is one of those guys. It's like, does he get to retire?
Or to just not get it signed?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's gonna like be like I retire.
I think he would stay like a free agent probably for a couple of years and then retire.
But I don't think he would be like I retire. Like I think he would still be. He would be.
I don't
33,
think I would.
And then it would be like if somebody asked him to play, he would be like I'm in.
Yeah, I think I would die not knowing.
Yeah,
I don't think I would know.
I think I'd be like 20, 25 years.
Yeah. We got Matthew here from YouTube. Keep the YouTube questions coming. This is a fantastic question. He said, would you rather a one-time cash payment of $2,300 that hits your bank account right now, or guaranteed once a year for the rest of your life? I know what I'm doing here. Or guaranteed once a year for the rest of your life, you will run into a group of about 30 British dudes. One of the British starts singing a song, and then two more, and then five, until slowly the entire group of British dudes will be singing a song in unison.
Okay.
British dudes are 2,300. I'm definitely going British dudes once a year.
This happens every single year? It's
so
recurring?
Once a year you run into 30 British dudes, and then one is like, it's 1:15.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you go, I'm all alone. And then they go,
and I need you.
And then they all start harmonizing, 30 of them. It's got to be that. The number has to be like 50K.
Yeah, it's 50K because also like now I'm starting to look into that. Be like, is that something I can arrange?
Because I would pay good money to say.
Oh, I'd pay a lot of money, and that's
how much would you pay for a year subscription every year? It renews every year. Couple racks.
So I have to pay every year.
Yeah, I'd pay $1,000 a year.
I'd pay $1,000 a year
because it happens at like imagine like, and you don't know when it's going to happen. Imagine it happens like at a Lakers game, and then one time like you go out.
It would be the highlight of your year every single year.
It would be.
It'd be like, remember when we ran into the British dudes?
30 of them, and then
at the bar.
They were singing "Stairway to Heaven,"
and it would light everybody else up. I think that also it's one of those things. It's you're on a first date. You're like, I don't know how to explain this.
but like we might walk out of this restaurant and be
then if it
serenaded by 30 British guys.
Legendary shit if it happens too. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's something you love to have in the back pocket.
Yeah. All right, we got Brazik14 here.
What's up?
You said, hello, Breadstick Brandon here. If the entire world was randomly drawn into a one-on-one basketball tournament, how many rounds of the bracket are you making it through? So let's say, how many people are there? 8 billion?
There's going to be 8B.
So 8B would be, and then it'd go to 4B, then 2B, then 1B, then 500, then 250. I think there'd be like 30-something rounds probably. So let's say there's 35 rounds.
I mean, I think I'm making it until we get like a...
But yeah,
like the people that like played in high school and we're good.
Yeah, so
and then once I get to one of those guys, I lose.
I think we're going 31 rounds. I just think because like first round you might play baby, then you might play.
Yeah. Well, like I'm killing in the first 15 rounds.
Right, and then unless you just get like you might draw like.
But I think
you might draw Danny Green.
But if it's a tournament, it's not random. Like those guys are the top seeds.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it is seeded.
I mean, it has to be if we're going bracket.
So I think you're a high seed. Yeah, I think you make it until probably the final like 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah, and then I play a college basketball player and get killed.
Yeah.
But I think we go pretty far.
I agree.
Josh Perez says, "Do you guys think dogs know they are dogs?"
Do they know they're dogs? It's a good question. Do they know they're dogs? I think they know what they look like. Like I think they know when they look in the mirror. Maybe that's a crazy thought.
I think
when they look in the mirror. And they look in mirrors a bunch. Eventually, I think they're like, that's me.
No.
I don't think they know they're a dog. You don't think so? So you think like Lila, every time Lila had no idea what she looked like?
I think Lila was just like a floating, just like didn't know.
Towards the back end.
Towards the back end.
Towards the back end. So you think dogs don't know what they look like or that they're a dog? I don't think they know they're a dog. Definitely not.
Yeah, they're not like I'm gonna go lick my ass on the couch because I'm a dog and that's what I like doing.
And then they wouldn't be like that's a cat.
No. I think I was actually having this conversation with the parents. They're like, we can't change Rosie's name because she knows her name's Rosie. No, she does not.
She just responds to her. If you started calling her Wrench,
if you started calling her Wrench
for a month,
she would think it's Wrench. She doesn't know. She's not telling other dogs her name.
She'll flinch to Rosie for the rest of her life, but
she wouldn't flinch to Rosie if you were just like Rosie.
What do you mean? She would. Well, if that wasn't her name.
Or no. Like if the dog is sitting there and you don't say it in a tone and you're just like Rosie.
Oh, I think they would respond to that.
Oh, I don't think so.
I think they've just heard those syllables a million times.
Yeah, but then she would be like, if I was like Danny, she would also respond to that.
Yes, but I think Danny wouldn't do it.
Danny wouldn't do it.
I think Rosie would do it. We should try that. We can experiment with that.
We'll run that experiment.
But I don't think they know their dogs. No,
they do not know their dogs. No. Unfortunately.
And you don't think they know what they look like?
I don't think they know anything. And I think they know.
I think they have feelings, right?
Yeah,
no emotions.
I think they got vibe. Like they're
vibe guys.
Yeah, they know when the vibe is high. They know when the vibe's low.
Right. We got John here. He said, "Cheerio, governess and chaps. Welcome to Yeehaw or Hell Nah."
Wow.
Okay.
I like everything about that.
Today we have the proposition of a UFC game where you can fight with anyone. This will allow us to play on the Wii matches like SpongeBob versus Patrick, Milkshake versus Ice Cream, Zach versus Zach. And then he also has a blind rank. That's a yeehaw. That's a yeehaw.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I wasn't.
It's yeehaw or hell nah. I think that. What do you think about that game? I think that's a yeehaw.
Oh, it's a I didn't.
It was a proposition about a UFC. So he's saying thumbs up or thumbs down, basically, to the proposition of a UFC game where you could play as anything.
A UFC game. Okay, yeah. So
that's
it's like
a video game or something.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's trying to like design it or whatever, but reach out to our people.
Yeah.
P.S. Blind rank.
So it was just one yeehaw or hell nah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do you think that would be a cool video game? I think.
Yes, I think that would be. I think that would be awesome.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, I think you can fight as like Joe Rogan on there.
You can you?
I'm pretty sure you can.
They should, but they should like have everything on there.
Yeah,
they should have characters on there.
Yeah,
they should. If they do?
I think they probably do.
And then we're gonna do a blind rank here. I'll give it to you. Ancient Rome. We have 5.
4.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Okay, 4 for Ancient Rome. Ancient Greece.
3. I don't know. We're
Ancient Egypt.
5.
Chipotle.
1.
iPhone.
2. Honestly,
that worked out.
That did work itself out.
Thanks for writing in, Joe.
Yeah.
All right, we got Joey Jr. here.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Joey? He said, "How's it hanging, big bread and little bread?"
Good.
Got a little question / confess coming at you. I don't really understand how mechanical pencils work, which that's okay.
I think. Well, Joe, let's talk about this, Joe.
Let me just finish this.
They pinch out the lead, man. They pinch it out.
They pinch it. They're basically like it's like they're pooping.
It's a very normal system.
It's just a very standard system. He said at this point I've become afraid of them.
Okay, see that, and listen, I think,
and that's because you don't understand how they work, though. It's like if you don't know, I get what that is. Like if you just walk down the street and see a mechanical pencil, it's freaking scary.
Well, I think if you just
like
got sprung upon you,
scary.
I think it depends on what setting he was in when he first saw the mechanical pens.
Right.
You don't know if somebody just whipped one out and was like, "This is my mechanical pencil." I understand
scarring.
How that could be intimidating.
That's scarring. Yeah,
but you got to ease into the mechanical pencils, man.
Yeah, so just learn how they work. It should be okay. He also said, "P.S. My girlfriend and I have started regularly throwing in MVLV rookie confesh. She doesn't even watch the pod, just does it for the love of the game. Shout out Josh Peck." It's a great way to wrap that thing up. Shout out to you and your girlfriend for that.
Yeah, one would have thought that maybe the girlfriend was going to get the shout out, but no.
No, it went to Josh Peck. He doesn't just hand out free shout outs.
Very good.
Have you seen that Josh Peck video? I'm going to have everybody watch this and everybody's going to not like it, but sorry guys.
He does that where he'll like bite into a food on the
Yeah, have you seen that one?
He does one every day.
Really?
I mean, that's like his or not every day, but
he does do them every day.
Yeah.
No, wait. I just saw one the other day.
I mean, he does that like every single day, and it's something new. And honestly, it's a good series he's got going.
This is the one I saw.
Yeah.
And it just goes viral every time.
Yeah. No, it's a cheat code.
Nice series, man.
Yeah.
Nice series. And shout out Josh Peck, man.
Yeah. This one comes from Victor Olivo.
What's up, Vic?
Stick Vic coming back at you.
Stick Vic.
I like that a lot. Would you be able to sniff out Zach with your eyes closed in a crowd of 50 people? If so, how many people is the cutoff? Stay cheesy.
Stay cheesy, bro. Would I be able to sniff out Zach in a crowd of? So what? It's just a random crowd of 50. Are we like? Let's say we're like at the finish line of the New York City Marathon from last week.
Okay, but your eyes are closed.
My eyes are closed, and there's 50 people. I mean, I would just have to hear the voice. Are you talking?
I think is he saying?
You want me to physically sniff?
I think he might be talking like just like fragrances.
I mean, you got a nice Cologne thing going on.
I don't think I
I would be able to sniff you out.
No,
I don't think I'd be.
No.
I could guess.
Yeah, you could guess.
I could take a guess, but I don't think I'd be able to sniff you out. I think if I could listen in and you were talking, I'd find you instantly.
Right.
I just think it's tough.
It's too many people.
Yeah, it's probably too many people. We got Monty here. I actually think this is a really good question. I don't know my answer yet. He said, "Guten Tag, fellas. Guten Tag. Would you rather have a car that can't reverse or a car that has no AC, hot or cold?" I adore doorknobs.
Okay, right.
I f*** with them. Like doorknobs are super important to doors. So
no, I agree. I think doorknobs they definitely don't get the credit.
I think a door is interesting.
Danny, you got your doorknob taken off one time, and what was that like?
It's still off, dude.
Well, you don't have a doorknob?
No.
I didn't even notice that actually.
He goes in and out of this crib. You probably go in and out of this crib 2 to 3 times a day every day, and you didn't notice.
That is crazy. I don't. Yeah, so maybe I renounce my praise of doorknobs. I didn't even realize this guy didn't have one.
Yeah, they ain't shit to you, I guess.
Yeah, I mean they're not important.
This is a good question. I think you got to have reverse, so I guess you just can't have AC, but that would suck.
Yeah, I mean I think that's just.
Or you do like I wouldn't even be able to get out of my parking spot.
Yeah, I think there's no world where you can't have a reverse. I think you use a reverse every time you use a car. That's a hot take.
I think you do.
It's not even a hot take.
I think
You're
you
always
do.
reversing.
I think you definitely do. So it has to be no AC, but that's going to be.
And it's not even close, really.
Not close.
I also like a hot car.
Yeah, it just depends for me. Like if we're leaving the b-ball court, I want it cold. You don't, but you're sweating a little bit, and then you want it cold.
And I don't mind it.
So you just incubate.
Steam it up in there.
Again. We've been using that word a lot.
I think
what is incubate?
Get it nice and hot in there. And another thing about AC.
Yeah.
AC in the car is never what you want it to be.
It's never right at the level you want it to be.
Maybe it's hitting you in the eyes. Maybe it's
that's true.
Too cold. It's too intense.
That's true.
You turn it on and it's just it's always disappointing.
Yeah, I feel that.
Unless it's cold, in which case you need some heat.
You're saying if it's cold and you got to heat up.
You need that.
Yeah. But no AC would suck. But you got to go reverse. This is interesting. We got Chuky here. Chooky. Chuky.
Hey, Chuky.
He said, "What's up, Chuky?"
Hi.
He said, "Big breadstick from Conding Up. From Conding Up. Guess where Conding Up is? Then look on maps. No way you're getting anywhere close."
Okay. Well, whoever gets closer wins.
So
Conding Up.
First question: Are we in the U.S.?
No.
I think because I think Chuky is a different name that I haven't
Conding
seen.
Up.
Okay, so yeah, where do you want to go?
Konding is going to be like right outside of Croatia.
So you're going to go right outside of Croatia. I'm going to go right outside of Venezuela.
Konding. How do you spell that shit?
Konding up location. It's like Konding up.
Konding up.
Australia.
Knew it. I knew it.
Town in Australia. Looks nice, dude.
Konding
Konding up looks freaking nice.
I got to visit Konding up. Honestly, now that you say it's Australia, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does feel Australian. Like I heard it, it felt a little Australian.
It felt Australian.
I'll throw this picture on the screen. I mean, this is a nice area. It looks like a freaking vacay. Maybe he's on vacay.
He could be on vacay.
It looks nice.
Unless we got Australia, dude. I'm so curious. Like,
I think if we're gonna have foreign sticks, there's gonna be more in Australia, right? Because they're
Australia or like English. I guess the UK
or Canada. Yeah.
Canada, yeah. Well, Canada, I almost just count as the US. Is that bad?
It's not the US, but I know what you're saying.
It's just more US. It's just like we're
more land. Yeah.
Yeah. We're separated by a fake line.
Yeah.
But we're all just the same. We're all in the same place.
We're still playing on the same.
We're in the same damn
floating piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're on the same floating piece.
Us and Australians are different.
Very different. Yeah.
We are
across the world, different culture. Yeah. But they do speak English.
But if you're Canadian, we're the same guy.
Canadian, yeah, I agree.
This one comes from Zach, spelled correctly, and there's no last name. It's just Zach, for the love of the game.
Good for him, man.
He said, "Is y'all here? Yellow Light is pissed about the amount of screen time he has been getting compared to Red Light and Green Light. Heard he's talking to the U.S. Department of Transportation. Oh, heard he's taking the U.S. Department of Transportation to court for defamation. Who do y'all think comes out on top?" Well, I
don't know where'd the defamation happen. Where'd the defamation?
I didn't think there was any defamation.
I think that's a stretch. I understand his frustration. Yeah. I do think take Yellow Light out of the system, and it's a mess. I think he's very integral, man. Green to red, red to green. It's an issue. But I don't see a defamation case he's going to lose.
Well, a defamation case, yeah, he loses. He does not come out on top. I think the U.S. Department of Transportation comes out on top. What I would tell Yellow Light, and this is what I've been telling Yellow Light, it's not about who you know, or about what you know, it's who you know. Yellow Light. Why does Red get that screen time? Why does he get that nod? People don't want to admit it. It's because he's best friends with Stop Sign.
He is best
friends with Stop Sign. They grew up
Green
together.
He's friends with a lot of iconic. He's friends with Apple.
He's friends with Yield. He's friends
Yield. Yeah.
He's friends with all the guys.
Recycle Sign and Green Light are very closely tied.
I think that they're more fake friends. I think they're more fake.
But more power to you.
Exactly.
It works.
They're using each other together. They're using each other.
Yellow doesn't really have that.
Yellow has no connections. Yellow's on an island. Yellow has no. He has just nobody to talk to in the space that can get him that opportunity. So now you see a guy lawyering up and filing a defamation.
That's the wrong move. That's the wrong move. But I get where it's coming from. I think talent wise, Zach, he's just as talented and important as those two lights.
I do too. I think he does. I think he plays a role.
He does a very good job. He has a good role light.
I'd be pissed too.
Yeah.
So this comes from Aiden. He's got a couple things to say. First of all, he says he will not stand for the Trader Joe's slander. He said their food tastes better, is healthier, and is cheaper depending on where you live. So what if they don't have the big brand names? The little guys show up big too. On that front,
you made a good case for TJ's.
You did, and
I think he has a point. We have a point, dude. I think this is a great system for those guys to grow, and I think that's really neat. But I think you should still have your superstars.
I do too.
Planted Dorito. It's because they're making a point to not do it, and that's what frustrates me. They know that's tough for us.
I just think it's. I'm not even anti TJ's. I think I'm not really a grocery store guy. You know what I'm saying? But when you walk into a Trader Joe's for the first time, it's a real culture shock.
And you were going, and you didn't know what you were getting into. What were you going to the store for?
Well, I was just like, I was going in thinking I was going into Whole Foods.
Okay. Whole Foods is okay.
Well, I was just like, I want to go to the grocery store, but I want it to be a little healthier. But then when you go into Trader Joe's, you're like, I'm out of place.
It ain't Whole Foods and it's not Ralph's. It's its own thing.
You're like, I don't know, what is this?
Yeah, but
we're
not
seen this brand.
But we're not anti the little guy not winning. I think these, instead of a goldfish, like a gold freaking guppy, you guys want to do that? That's cool. But do that.
So is it
Teddy Graham? It's the teddy bear cracker. Like cool.
But that's where I get confused with Trader Joe's. You're like, are we healthier or are we just different?
Are we just different? Yeah. But Zach, I think Scandinavian swimmer was able to grow in that system.
That Scandinavian swimmer is not healthy though.
No, he's terrible for you. He's a gummy worm. He's a freaking gummy worm. Yeah.
So are we? What is? I just don't get it.
I think Sarah has told me they have if you get dinner stuff there, they have better deals on I think it's a better deal thing if you get the right thing there. I don't know if they're trying to be healthier.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the rest of his question was forward hat or backwards hat.
I mean, I like backwards. I think either works.
I probably play more forward.
You think you play more forward?
Well, I play more forward a lot of the time because if we're filming like a thing where it's cutting back and forth, like if you're watching a clip and it's cutting back and forth, people do think we're the same person.
Oh,
so
they
I'm
definitely
like,
will. Yeah.
Let's have two different things going on.
I can't believe people think that. I can't believe that.
You know what's crazy though?
One person doing a skit we've gotten it a lot of times.
That is crazy, but I just, and sometimes you just scroll on somebody that literally has like 0 likes and you're
yeah.
Like it's just maybe like their first video ever.
Sure.
It was like 2 guys that like don't even look the same when I like really broke it down.
Yeah.
But I was like, is this one guy doing a skit?
Oh, you thought that.
But then when I investigated, I was like, these are just 2 completely different people that don't even look the same.
So that's just what happens. So why did you think that? You were like, that just could be what it is?
It was like 2
they
guys
look similar enough.
They had like beards and hats.
Huh.
And I was like,
so that's
I was
what
like,
happens.
I'm not familiar with either of them, but now I'm like, I kind of feel like they're
that
doing
changes
a
the
skit.
perspective a little bit.
Yeah, I totally understood it.
That's interesting.
Because if you don't know us, you don't know us.
You don't know. Yeah.
But if you
And
know us, you're like, that guy is completely different from
and
that
you didn't
guy.
know those 2 guys, and that was your reaction.
Exactly.
Because I used to be like just watch the video, but
I will say, like, if you watch it for just
9
think
seconds.
for 1 second, you're
Yeah,
like, okay,
yeah.
no.
That is interesting though that you thought that with 2 other people.
Like first reaction.
Interesting. We got Dan Burks here. We got Dan Burks. He seems like he's like on Adderall or something, or like just had like a bunch of coffee. He's like,
No worries.
he said, "What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped, and I got options. Yo, Dak and Zanny, quick question: what's your opinion of sock shoe in that order when applying those items? Thanks. I enjoy dance-offs. Thumb.
Yeah, I think he's doing a lot with a little. There.
Yeah. What's poppin'? One more time. What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped, and I got options. Yo, Dak and Zanny, quick question: what's your opinion of sock shoe in that order when applying those items? Thanks. I enjoy dance-offs. Thumb.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting a lot done. He's getting a lot accomplished. I like it.
He rapped a Harlow song. He told us his thoughts on dance-offs. He called us Dak and Zanny. So, but he's saying the thought on sock, then shoe, then sock, then shoe. I think that's weird. It's got to be sock, shoe.
I just don't understand where you're coming from. I'm
Imagine you can't have a kick on and then a barefoot.
like I'm willing to try it. But
Yeah,
like,
but why would you? Yeah,
like normally I'm putting my socks on like all with like everything's going on at once, and then the shoe is like
it's like you put your socks on, then 20 minutes the
exactly
shoe on the way out.
The shoe might not go on for an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you'll have an interim shoe like this guy. That kind of plays in between, but sock shoe is wild.
I mean, and again, we're not hating on it. We're open to try it. I'll try it.
I'm hating on it.
But you just said you'd be willing to try it.
I'm right now. I don't have no
reason to switch up my system.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll give it a go, and then maybe I switch my.
But then it's like if you're walking around the crib with no shoes, do you have to wait to do your sock shoe? Then you just have to go barefoot around the crib. And I
sock shoe sounds like a personal issue actually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you got something going on.
That's a personal problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think if you had a good producer and you had 2 years to make an album right now, you'd make a solid album? You're a non-musician.
Yeah.
You think well, like you can make an album that sounds good, and but you got to write it.
Okay, maybe not. Then.
You got to write it, but it's a Grammy-winning producer, so he's gonna make your voice will be fine. I think.
Oh, you know what?
Because you're also not. You're like we were talking about Dave. Like Dave is the second percentile out of 100 on natural music.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're like a 60.
Yeah, I think I could make like one good song,
one hit.
Yeah,
like one smash.
I think I would just sit in the studio and just like start like just making noises, and then eventually I would find something.
And the producer is the magic in a lot of those situations.
I mean. But then at the same time, like you look at a Future Metro Boomin, like the beats are hard, but Future's
so f***ing good, so good. But also they have his vocal maxed out. Obviously, you're not going to sound as good as Future, but it's interesting. I don't know.
I think I could sound fine. That one time I was in the studio, I sounded just fine.
We should find that record. Yeah,
I mean, we could definitely. No,
what I gotta do to prove it?
I don't want that record out.
We had Willie Love on that one too.
Willie Love was in there,
and then we wanted to drop it. He wouldn't clear. His label didn't clear it.
Yeah, his label was. And
he put it on them, but we know.
We know. He just didn't. He wanted nothing to do with that record.
Yeah,
he wanted nothing.
He had the Future joint coming. He had his.
He had a Kodak thing going on.
Kodak thing. Yeah.
Dude, you know that?
It's all with Kodak too. Are we worried about Kodak?
No.
He's been like that for 10 years, but also like he might be unwell and he might overdose. Like what do you mean no, you know?
I don't know. You know, I think it's just like
that's Kodak. But like that's terrible for him. He looks unhealthy. Like I don't know.
No, I think he looks good though.
Like so he looks healthy and fine. So you think maybe he just like does perks sometimes?
I think he probably just like maybe just like does drugs and it's just like that's just how he lives. I don't know. I mean,
so bizarre, dude.
At least he's not like super. Like I feel like if he look, you're like,
he looks like he doesn't look sick.
Yeah, I feel like he looks healthy, and you're like, all right,
yeah.
Maybe he's just also just
he's probably kind of weird and funny to begin with.
Yeah. He might. Like some people are just weird, and
I think he's definitely like that.
But then if you like get famous for being, or he wasn't famous for being weird, but it's like if that's like your personality, then you're just like it's kind of fun,
a little bit of a character too.
Like you just kind of get to just
do
whatever
fun,
you
dude.
want.
That would be fun.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, Uzi's like a little.
But Uzi's
like nice though.
Uzi's nice, and he's just like a interesting guy.
He is.
Sometimes we get going. We just gotta fucking. Yeah, I know. All right, we got Ollie J. Greetings.
Greets.
Do you think there are more chairs or phones in the world right now? Kind regards, Oliver. It's got to be chairs. I think because people are having one phone or no phone. And then, are there more chairs or phones in this room? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it has to be chairs.
It's actually tied. Because actually, there's more phones.
There's more phones.
We have content phones, so that doesn't count. It's 4 to 3. But
there's a chair.
Oh, it's 4
There's a bathroom chair as well right now.
Well, the toilet doesn't. Oh, there's a chair in the bathroom.
And the toilet's a chair as well. That's
Are we counting
point.
the toilet? Because if we're counting the toilet, it's over.
You sit on that thing.
You do sit on that.
You sit on that. You ever warming up the shower and you just sit on the toilet?
No.
Oh, neither.
What do you do? Maybe lid down. I would do that.
Yeah, I mean,
no,
neither.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Yeah, it'd be weird. Got to be more chairs though, right?
Yeah.
Let's do a winner stays on tournament here. Now chairs is going to compete against wheels.
Wheels by far.
You got wheels over chairs.
And then wheels plays doors.
Well, chairs is winning. Chairs is beating wheels in this room.
I know, but wheels, it's like everybody's got a wheel. Everybody's got a wheel these days. But you know what?
I don't know though. Everybody has a whip is what you're saying? Because not everybody has a whip.
No, but I'm saying like
under 15.
Danny, you say there's no wheels in this room. Try wheels on that sliding door right there. There's probably 10.
They're probably stacked with.
There's
wheels.
probably 10.
All right, wheels wins. Now we go on to eyeballs. Everybody's got a pair of 2.
No, there's more wheels. More
wheels. All right. So wheels is now going to play
doors. It's wheels versus doors, and the answer is I don't know.
Yeah, that is what it is, and it's close. I'm going to go wheels. Oh, but then you can fucking go doors. I'm going wheels because they might get 20 wheels off just on those.
Somebody needs to just figure it out.
But they can't.
Dedicate your life to figuring that shit out.
And just study and figure it out.
Just count them all.
Yeah, somebody do that.
Count all the doors, and then count how many doors are being created.
And then how many wheels, and then all the car dealerships, and then how many
figure
wheels are on it.
Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
Is that the last one we had there?
Yeah, I think that'll do it for 79. Love y'all.
Love you guys.